am going live. Welcome to the show tonight. Everybody, we just having to jump in there real quick, get some stuff done. We always got to be closing. We're in the fourth quarter. Yeah, about to start into a new year. We're in the fourth quarter. Now, for those of you who played sports, the fourth quarter, in in the fourth quarter, you start a new game. You start a whole new game in the fourth quarter. All the first three quarter problems, whatever was going on over there is done. Even if you was kicking their butt, it's all done. Start a new game. That's what's coming to a new year. We in the fourth quarter now because New Year's coming up soon. So y'all better jump in here. Y'all see, we've been jamming, getting some stuff done. We want to make sure we're bringing value to the table for both you and myself. Okay, because if we both not getting value here, then it's going to be a situation at some point in time. My grandma taught me that. Okay, so yeah, we rearrange the way we do things so we can bring more value to the table. And 149. 149. Core document. Yep, we changed how we do things for everything except the writ of mandamus and the writ of the writs aren't in this. Okay, but we're talking foreclosure 42 USC 1983 foreclosure document 149. The residential property tax document 149. This one here. This one here is going to be hot as soon as people figure out what we got. The false arrest, false imprisonment, fraudulent concealment. There's a couple other more. RICO, for criminal arrest, 149. You couldn't touch that unless you between $1,200. Okay, but you know what? What we figured out is when we're coming at and when we're punching them with the counterclaim process to stop the state court, that just took out the temporary restraining order. It took out the demand for saying. It just took out a lot of things that we were doing the punching them with. The real-time feedback from everybody in the program has helped us figure out what we're doing right now. Okay, that's where we're at. The real-time feedback. So we've learned how to stop the state court process. Just stop the process. Stop the case. Oh, but coach, how do you know if I won? Won what? To win means that their judge is going to rule and give you something. I don't think that's going to happen. I haven't seen that happen because the judge is getting paid by the state. The state is the one jamming you up in the first place. State's paying the judge to throw your stuff out. I'm sorry. I've been there a bunch of times. Okay, so we're setting up. Then this is new too. I got to show my nails off. This is new. The new Pro Se Legal Options WhatsApp community. The non-conventional legal research and due process tools. And so this community is going to be open to anyone. And this is where we're going to be doing most of our talking. Now, if you need private coaching or something, we'll do that too, because we have a page for that. And we'll just do that in the messenger part of this. And so now I'm not on Facebook. I don't have to worry about all them stupid ass attorneys trying to start trouble. And Twitter was was a challenge to get on and to use for this because there's so many other stuff on there. Yeah, but we're in the fourth quarter. That means that all the shit that happened before is done. And right now we need to get ready to head into this beat down. I ain't gonna call it a win because for me, to win means that, and this is how everybody, it means that the judge has got to give you something and say whatever in their convention. No, no, no. Now I just call it the beat down, where we force them to visualize their shared liability and go sit their happy asses down. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And the RICO eviction lawsuit document. 149. And so now that we're using the tools to stop the state court process and still arguing with them. Oh, coach, it's your stuff for my state. No, your state's trash, and it needs to be stopped. And that's what we're doing. We're stopping. Everybody's stuff is the same. You know what? It don't even matter criminal, because criminal in federal court, criminal statutes don't have enacting clauses, titles, or bodies. They're not. And statutes and codes are the state criminal. No, they don't have. We already know they're trash. Everybody's stuff is the same because they're violating you with policies and procedures. They're violating you. And you think you're in judicial court? And you're not in judicial court. And I can tell you that right now. The judicial court that I know of, in my mind, is, well, in 2017 or 18, it was in New York, the International Court of Trade. And in my opinion, from what I studied, the only reason they kept that court was because when these people, because it wasn't us, when these people switched over to revise from the statutes at large to revise statutes and codes, they done away with anything that was connected to the Constitution and brought in their stuff. And these other countries knew that they would be getting hosed like we're doing for letting them. Okay, keep up with me. So they had to keep that court. And that's why we used the Tucker's Act. The Tucker's Act came from that court. And the Tucker's Act is a federal law that strips them of their alleged qualified immunity. Now, they just call it immunity. They don't put the qualified on there because in order to be qualified for it, you have to be following the Constitution. Number one. But there's more. There's more. Number two, to qualify for the qualified immunity, you have to be in a judicial function. Look that stuff up. It says judicial function. That's what it says. They're not in that. They're in an administrative function by the administrative person that's getting paid to do what they do. Okay, I'm watching my timer. I gotta go. Oh, somebody's here. What's up, Metal? I gotta go, and my timer's about to go off. I got 7 seconds. I gotta go check I got something in the stove cooking. Y'all know how it is around her. You can't stay in good shape if you're eating out all the time. So I gotta go check. I'll be back though, because it ain't burning. Let me figure out how to turn that off. Yeah, just in case y'all didn't think that I was kidding around. Yeah, got these wings going on. There we go. You see them that way. And then I made special sauce with Ken's ranch dressing and Frank's hot wing sauce. You can put that stuff on anything. And then we tried a little bit of Miracle Whip mayonnaise in it to make it thick so it didn't run off to the side. And it's looking pretty good. I need to go put them back in the stove though, because they're not done. Boy, it smells really good in there. Okay, come on. Somebody wants to come and say hi. I don't know if you guys. Come and say hi. This is my little puppy, Lily. She thinks she's little. Okay, she said hello, everybody. She touched the mic. Nice. All right, stop licking me, okay? We don't do that licking stuff. Just say hi. Your time is up now, okay? I'm good. Okay, you got to go back down and stop working now. You're too big. Yeah, go play with your toy over there. Okay. No, I'm busy. You got to go over there. I'm busy. I got to set my timer again so I don't burn up my food in there because, I'm way over here and stuff. And by the time I smell it, it's a little bit, it's más tarde. Me comí that thing en fuego. I'll be too late. My food's on fire. Okay, so how much is the workshop tomorrow? How much did we have it for? Did you see the page? It actually increased to 9 million. No, actually, it decreased to 197. We're going to charge the same price as we charged for the last one because, I didn't have a bunch of people signing up for it because of Christmas and stuff. But I still need to have. I'm going to have it anyway, even if nobody signs up for it. It's just going to be a private. It's just going to be private, and I'm going to use it for training in the online course. So I'm going to have it anyway. So 197 Metalhead, if you want. I think I had it at 297 because we're going to be teaching some stuff. But I need to have the reviews. And I'm having a problem with those right now because people don't feel like it's important enough to take the time to make the review for me after me gets done doing a whole bunch of stuff. Because I only got a few reviews, and maybe 4 or 5. The last one I think was from Regina. I think the last one. No, the last one was from another guy, Dwayne. I don't know. Okay, but there should be way more, especially the people that Well, no, I did get several reviews from Dr. Honigman. I will throw that on the table now. And her friend Lisa, they both. Um, yeah. So I mean, if I'm wrong, then send me another one. Okay, because I'm a little grumpy right now because I haven't got several reviews from core people that we've made videos for, and they are not in the same situation that they're in. And I ain't singling nobody out and just grumpy ass because those video reviews help other people see that there's fire here and that we both are getting value in this program, not just me. Okay, we both are getting value, and it lets other people see because people come to the table, attorneys, mainly, and some people who are used to the conventional program, but most of the attorneys are, oh well, what case law do you have to show it works? Well, they know that shit's not going to help. The case law is what they've done, and they do the case law because their judge has a rule on that shit stuff. Sorry. I'm like, okay, what case law? Like, I need to have cases that's posted in their stuff to show that this works. I'm like, okay, dude, you wasting my time, right? Because I ain't got time to be running around trying to show you nothing in the first place. See, that's the problem. The problem is that everybody wants to sit back and let the attorney while they just sit down, and no, then you find out that your ass got thrown under the bus. That's the problem. Okay, so here's the thing, and I'm just going to throw this on the table because I ain't playing, and I'm not that smart. I play football and I box in college and after college or whatever. I'm not that smart. But here's the thing. These people want to come in and talk on a case law or whatever. If I come in with the facts, I don't need y'all damn case law. If we come in with the facts, Jack, that's a wrap on that. Okay. No, I'm not going to be vague because that's what attorneys do. They come in talking a little crap on the side and they go, no, I'm not going to be vague. I'm talking about the facts. What facts? All right, let's roll out a couple. How do you stop the state court process? Well, you add the state as a plaintiff to your counterclaim. You add the judge who's getting paid by the state as to the counterclaim, and you add the prosecutor or whoever it was that lined all that stuff up to the counterclaim, and you file your $200 million counterclaim in their state case without paying filing fees, without serving the parties, without asking for leave of court and kissing, without. Okay, so the facts. Now they've been added to their own case. Facts, Jack, is they can't represent themselves. They can't represent other people from the same law firm. We should take a commercial break on that one. No, we ain't got time. They can't represent themselves. They can't represent each other from the same law firm. They can't litigate a case they're a party to. The judge cannot litigate a case they can't litigate a case as party to. That's the facts. So for these stupid people, don't come talking to me about case law and all this shit proved to me. Now, I ain't got to prove shit to anybody. Okay, because if you're sitting back waiting for something to be proven, you're either an attorney or you're not very smart and your shit's getting thrown out in the yard. So I'm very visual. I'm just gonna keep it right there. When you come with the facts, cuts out the arguing. And now their buddy judge can't help them because that's where the arguing leads you to. That's why they always, oh, is there case law that you won? What case law? I don't need case law to win. Case law is bullshit. Okay, we're gonna win when the judge tells you attorneys to get that shit out of his or her court because they ain't having it. That's the win. Oh, but no. You're still in your damn house or out of jail. That's the win. Stop. Here, we stop the court process. If you get money or whatever, that's great. That's not what I signed on for. I signed on to help you stop this shit. Stop the court process. It's simple. Oh, coach, could this fit in my, dude, you don't want to. You want to bring that trash over here. Okay? The trash they got, the fraudulent crap. Okay, y'all need to just remind me to go check my food. I'll be back. No, I ain't gonna leave y'all hanging. Yeah, you can hear it still. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, we gotta go put it down there. It's really hot. Watch out, puppy. And my puppy thinks that this is for her. Okay, we came back. Over here. Yeah, I forgot to do my plug here from my friend Carrie Neighbors, Carrie Jackson. Her book that she wrote about what we went through a long time ago to put that's where we're at right now. So Melhead, you think about getting in the workshop for tomorrow? Because it's too late. Okay, sorry. No, it's not. It's not too late. Just text me or call me or something. I'll send you the link if you want to get in. Hey, I'm busy over here working. Yeah, somebody got their little toy here. It's a little dragon. All right, there, go. Don't look at me like that. I'll take, I could kill you. Ah, she's looking at me funny for taking. I don't want your toy, but you can play with it, okay? She's like, okay, goodbye. I'm busy. She didn't get her walk today, so she's trying to let me know. We're working right now, and then we got some food to eat. Oh, at least I do. She got some too, but she don't like hers as well as mine. So I'm going to put a link to the new WhatsApp community in here, so that, and you guys can find me on WhatsApp, and then we have our separate community where I like to be able to answer people's questions in the community, unless it's a situation or it's private or something. So any questions in the community, I'll just for the community. So I'm not going to charge. But if you want to have it private, we can do that too. So the goal is to the more stuff that we can have in the community, the less private stuff that people are going to need to talk to me about. And because I think she gave me the finger. I don't know where she picks that up at. Yeah, because we're all going to be working together. So if we're learning together, then that's going to help other people. So that's kind of how we're going to have that set up. And there's the link to it right there. Okay. So it sounds like it's good business to give you a break. I only got one body, but I'm all right with it because it is the way it is until it ain't. And it actually ain't, because once I get that review and you talk about the stuff that you learn how to do in this, I'm to the serious part. She communicates with me with her thing. I don't think I like what she's saying just by looking at her face, but I'm gonna try to stay focused right here because right. You know I could kill you, right? You guys hear that? You guys didn't hear that? That was her. She said that to me. She speaks all the time. You know I could kill you. She's chewing on her tail. She looks pretty scared of me too, boy. She's like, what the hell is wrong with you? Okay. No, we don't have we live in a drama-free zone over here. Well, most of the time. We got a little drama tuning on the book, so I whip out the book and she used to go lay down. But she's figured out that as long as she keeps it to one book. But I've been forewarned by some of my friends that if she chews on women's shoes, there's probably going to be a hit put out for her. And so I thank my friends for sparing me. Yep, that's the WhatsApp community. When I get done eating, I'll put it on a thing so it goes across the bottom. It's all cool right now. Just got that. That's what you got. That. Thank you, Solutions. We appreciate it. My family been through a lot, but you show me one that hasn't. Everybody got battle scars. I guess the difference is if you still want to stand up and keep punching, because we ain't taking the punches anymore. No, we're not taking the punches like we used to. No, we got some, and you can go to my YouTube channel, and you can go to the review video playlist, and you can pull that list because I got kicked off of. They kicked me off of Google My Business because the attorneys, when we start figuring out how to get the deed out of their office, the attorneys when we figured out we had to do that to end all of it, even the mortgage payments. I'm just going right out there. In the morning, they got real mad and okay, so can you end your mortgage payment? That sounds crazy. Well, you know what? I'm not that smart, okay, because I played football in college and I boxed after college. So that's like regressing on the intelligence scale. Okay? But I will tell you this. Okay. So the fact that your deed was registered in the office is real estate deed fraud, because the state statute that they're supposed to follow to make it fair for us mandates that the deed is supposed to be delivered after, and yada 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 is not conveyed until it's delivered. But they didn't do that. They did what they call their constructive registration, and they registered in the office. And what's constructive? I mean, I'm breaking it down. Constructive registration means that they just ignored all of the shit that was connected to that property before they got hold of it. What does that mean? Okay, it was your private property. It was your private property. And then they ignored that, and they registered it, and then they reclassified it for the taxation situation. Okay, but what do you mean it was your property? Okay, so let's one step back a little bit. Because like I said, I have to keep everything simple so I can understand it, because I'm not that smart. Okay, so when you sat down at the table, if there were several people who owned property, all of the owners would have to be present to sign that, right? To sign the deed, to sign the lien, the deed, all the owners have to be present, right? Mm-hmm. So the fact that the alleged lender accepted the signature from y'all happy asses proved that you own that shit already, or somebody else would have had to be there to sign. I'm waiting for the attorneys to come in and tell me that I'm a sovereign citizen and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about or whatever. Because then the next thing I say, okay, well, if that's the situation, why is it there was only one signature on the document? The bank didn't sign it. Oh, wait. Oh, excuse me. The bank didn't sign it while you were sitting there at the table when it was supposed to be, things were supposed to be legal, supposed to have been, was legal, wasn't legal. When the shit was, I got to work that out for the script, okay? They didn't sign it down here where you signed it as a contract. It only has one signature on it down there, and then after you left it, I'm too to find it apart. You're not supposed to do that yet. Okay, go there. Okay, yeah. And then after you left the table, the bank vice president or Linda Green or somebody stamped it, paid to the order of, and signed it without recourse, these little words underneath it. Basically, what they did was they turned it into a security. Now, I'm not that smart. So I'm like, what the hell? It's a check. It's just a really big check. They turned it into a security and processed it through the Federal Reserve for electronic credits. And those electronic credits is what they're calling the mortgage loan. Okay, so we're in the hole now, so we might as well just keep on going to the stink, okay? Because here's the thing: Modern Money Mechanics is a publication put out by these dudes who know way more about the fracking banking system than I do. And the last time I brought this up, some dude was mad as hell, and he was leaving. Okay, Modern Money Mechanics said that these fools are granted 9 times the amount that went into a demand deposit account. And then they wrote a check for one time, whatever you charge. They kept the other 8 times. How the hell could no, I'm not that smart. So that was 9 times, okay? Then it took your money and tried to kick you out, because they ain't kicked you out yet. But let's go back. They took the last dude's money and kicked them out. They lined you up now to kick you out. Oh, wait, and when they kicked the last dude out, they did a charge off. They claimed that on the taxes, wrote it off. All the corporations do that. And then somehow it ended up getting recirculated back over there and run through the same thing. 9 times the amount. And then 3 more times when they changed it off the taxes, claimed it on the insurance, and then they took they didn't give you back any money. Well, they didn't give the last people back. They ain't took your shit yet. I hope. If they have, then you can. 9 times the amount. Okay, so the goal here is to get your deed out of their office. And to be honest with you, okay, because that's the only way I roll. I can't remember lies. To be honest with you, we didn't do that. We only tried to do that when the tax for the tax thing, get the deed out for the top the tax. We didn't really associate the other side of this. If your deed's not registered in their office, can they prove that there's a mortgage lien against your property? I already proved to you that it was your property because they accepted your signature and nobody else's. If your deed's not registered in the office, okay, Coach, you ain't making sense. Back in the day, your property deed was kept in your Bible, in your family Bible, in your gun box, in your steel case, in your hidden shit in the wall, in the mattress with your money, in a hole out back in a coffee can. It was kept. They didn't have to have it down there. Oh, they tell you, oh, we need it so we can make sure your property don't get approached on and it stays clean and, Anytime these attorneys that deal with this stuff have anything to say, they're lying. Okay, because I'll tell you right now, you can go and check. Every state has a Register of Deeds Association. Or they might change the name a little bit to try to make it look more funky, fancy. Sorry, fancy. I said the wrong word. And in my opinion, from the real-time feedback from the fighters that are, in my opinion, from the real-time feedback, that is the center where your stuff, your property information is sent out all over the world. All over the world, Coach? Yeah. Shelby County, Tennessee. Darren Woods, saving his grandmother's house, found out that, there's a land bank. There's a land bank in Shelby County, Tennessee. And somehow Action 5 News and they did a whole story on it. And I watched the whole Action 5 News was all up in the cities. I watched the whole thing. And in the end, there were 400 and something houses that was stolen. And only 35 of them were delinquent on taxes. And the taxes were illegal. We already talked about that. Okay? And so now the finger pointing started. And, well, y'all know what the problem is. ¿Dónde está el dinero? Where's the money? Nobody knows where the money's at. I know, because I watched the whole thing. I watched it from the dirty side of town, because in my head. Come on now. Y'all keep up with me. Most people look at this stuff from the nice side and you miss a whole bunch of shit. The money is in the land bank. They had one example where they sold these people's property. It was $23,000. They sold these people's property for $1,200 to some person in a foreign country through the land bank. Look that shit up. I needed to do a supplemental pleading and add somebody. Oh, the land bank? Oh, they were not. That was, county recorder's office where all the deeds are and their assets. But the land bank, that sounds, the land bank. That shit sounds cool to sue, don't it? Yeah, they're gonna be real mad about that. But you know what? So here's the thing. If your deed's not registered in the office, how would they verify there was a mortgage loan against your house or your property? Because the whole scheme they did was fraudulent. And we've learned how to unfraudulate it. I think I made a new word. Lily said no. All right. If you guys still interested in the course tomorrow, email me. and I'll send you the link for the Cash App, and you can pay. And then I'll just send you the thing since I don't have a whole bunch. Now, I had this thing set up so we get a whole bunch of people. I have a program. I mean, you always got to have it that way, so you ain't chasing your butt without a plan. But we only have a few people, so I don't have to worry about that. So if you're interested in it, message me when we get done here. And so we're going to add a few things to it that I didn't want to put in there. And one of the things I can say it right now because it's tomorrow and they won't. It'll be too late. But for them to try to give me stuff, hard time. Okay, but I'm going to show you guys how to report these people to the IRS anonymously. Now, if you want to do it that way, I put my name right on. They can call my ass anytime. Shit, I don't, but you can do it anonymously if you want to. And I'm going to show you what documents the 8888883 allocation statement and one more. You can look it up if you know what that is. If you come to the stream, know what that is. I'll throw something in it. Yeah. Those are there's a couple of tax documents they're supposed to be filling out. And I know they're not. We all know they're not because there ain't no money to fill out. Oh, it's all electronic credits. So we're gonna be bringing the fire to the table tomorrow anyway. So I'm already wired and ready to go because we're putting together what I'm going to be using in the online course, and then when we're done, it's going to cost like $50 to watch these videos again to get education. Unless if you get the online course, then you'll get to watch them again. But otherwise, and it'll be like so the other thing too that I want to have a judge, a roasting the judge playlist for the public, so people can make a video about their judge, show your evidence. I don't really call it evidence because it ain't evidence. Okay, it's facts, and show your facts. Basically, the lawsuit that you're sticking in their face because we already know shit they're gonna bring to the table. Yeah, you can show your facts or show the judge's stuff. If we found out in Dr. Honickman's case, Judge Sharon Ransom in California is a judge underneath the alias name. Dang, I cannot think of her. I cannot think of her real name right now off the top of my tongue. But when I do, I'll write down. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Okay, guys, I gotta go eat and eat them wings that I can't wait to see how that. I'm gonna have to eat all of them puppies. At least like I'm getting at least one. Thank you guys for the value, sharing your time, and get over here. This is where the fire is going to be, and then we got the core documents over here for 149. We got the new structure set up because we're in the fourth quarter. We can still take this over. I'm really hungry now, so I got to go.